Okay, well, that makes sense. What is the limit again? 30.
Greetings. We're going to try this again. Astro Squirrel at the treatment center, but today is my in-between day. Every other week I come in and I get basically, I don't know if you can see that or not, a bag of salt because who knew it? Squirrels can be very salt deficient. But okay, so I needed to give you an update on some really important stuff because it's very notable the time frame we are in. I'm just gonna run through basically the next 6 weeks or so, leading up to what's going on. The great conjunction everybody's talking about with Jupiter and Saturn the week before Christmas, and how at the same time Mars is going to be squaring Pluto. So, okay, so Mars is now direct, but it won't be out of its shadow until January 2nd, back to 28 degrees Aries. It's significant today if you're considering basically the old astrology. So the meaning Sun in Sag, Moon in Aries. Good time for a party or something. Might have been a horoscope someone wrote 10 years ago, 5 years ago, certainly 20 years ago. But everything right now is under the influence of the wrecking crew. The Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter going through Capricorn. Changing society as we know it, combined with Neptune going through Pisces, which means you can't believe anything. The good news is Neptune goes direct in 4 days. And yesterday, Mercury in the sky was trining Neptune, which was good for intuition. But we still have Neptune lessons going on till about 2025. Okay, so as far as your like daily astrology, the moon in Aries in about an hour is going to be joining Mars, which may cause a trigger, something you're excited about, and then shortly thereafter, we'll be squaring all the Capricorn planets. So don't let it get out of control if you get angry about something. Stay aware of it. I want to use this opportunity to talk a little bit about those of you that have been fortunate enough, those of us, because I have my moments, that have been fortunate enough to have really beautiful or good moments during these times of disruption and insanity going on in the world. I talk so frequently about dark versus light. Well, not specifically. I talk about walking with the light. I personally don't even acknowledge the dark, but I understand it's there because of, I understand in many ways. The point I'm making is, if you are blessed with good transits or great experiences and you don't know that they're transits, well, we're in this worldwide time. If you're watching me right now, it's part of your responsibility to not just relish in the good, but to take a moment and feed that good and make the good stronger. Because this is a war we're in at another level. And a lot's going to be coming to a head over the next 2 months. The second week of December, we've got Jupiter, Saturn conjunct before Saturn moves into Aquarius. While this is occurring, Venus moves into Sagittarius. Right before Christmas, Mars is going to be squaring Pluto. The second week of January, Mars is going to be squaring Saturn and Jupiter. And all at the same time, we've got Uranus going through Taurus, another indicator of great upheaval and everything as we've known it changing.
I'm like, oh, where did that come
During this time, we've got the eclipse on November 30th at 8 degrees Gemini. That's the new moon. And then that's the full moon. And then the new moon, solar eclipse, total solar eclipse at 23 Sag on December 14th. Which we're going to tie back into the time Jupiter went through Sagittarius, hanging around the galactic center, and this other language that's coming in. So I don't make predictions, but I'm telling you right now, if you don't know already that there's an ET presence on this planet, you've got to be pretty blind. I think it's kind of funny, this monolith thing that was in the news this week, because I don't know if I buy that one, but it's all over the place in other ways. And why it reminded me of that time that Jupiter and Saturn both went over the galactic center was those were the different communications from other realms that were coming in a little while ago, shortly after they activated the Hadron Collider. So, but I'm getting distracted, and again, I'm in an environment where there's a lot of people around me. So, the important thing you need to know is that everything is shifting right now. What we're going to see in the masses are that there is not going to be as much complacency about the restrictions. There's going to be a much larger influence than that. This is not just the presidential election. And no, it is not conclusive yet. So, I just wanted to say hey and welcome to my life this year. Couldn't have convinced me in a million years this is where I'd be, but I can tell you that I'm more spirit-filled than I've ever been in my life. I have so much I'm grateful for every day, and the planets are an amazing tool, and I'm grateful for them, but they are quickly becoming just one of many tools. I'm going to cut it short, or it's not so short, it's over 8 minutes now. I'll listen back to this before I post it. Really different environment for me, but it's so important. You have no idea how important it is to keep affirming the light, your connection to the light, to keep welcoming God, Christ, Buddha, the angels, all of the spirits, all the time. Don't be distracted if you're feeling good or bad. This is our job right now on planet Earth. My heart to yours. I'll be in touch soon.